Didn't you just love going to the urban floral farmlet? Wasn't that just a wee treat? Oh my goodness, I loved that. This idea of this lawn, let's grow flowers. I absolutely love it. And I know that there is a whole, not a global movement, but there are lots of pockets all around the world where a lot of people are starting to turn their backyards into little floral producing farmlets, and I absolutely love it. And just between you and I've got 2 vegetable patches out the back, and it's the middle of summer, and I just discovered the other day that you could buy 5 cucumbers for $1, and I'm thinking, I'm spending all that time out there growing this and tomatoes, which is cheap, and you can buy them organic. Mine's organic, but you can buy organic for cheaper than what I can produce them. So I'm thinking we might just have to have a visit to my backyard and see how I turn my backyard into a floral farmlet, because I think it's a great idea. Anyway, let's just do some arrangements, an arrangement using what we saw at the farmlet. And Marissa was such a beautiful girl. I just loved spending time with her. Okay, so I want to do something that's round, and I want it to be very loose and casual and informal. So I've got this little bowl here, and I'm going to use my Kenzen ring, because I tell you what, I just love these. These are the best thing ever, better than a pin holder. And what I love about them is that you can have this arrangement that's got all these. It looks like you're looking through the garden from like a little fairy's perspective. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to put into here is some foliage, and I'm just going to poke that in like so. This is going to move a bit until I've got a bit of balance going on here, but that's okay, because once the water's in, I'm not putting the water in yet. I'm going to wait until I've finished and then put the water in. It just makes it easier to move. And with the Kenzen, it's just a matter of you just push all your forms down and into there. I should really have position, like tied this off, but I think we can get away with it if I'm very careful. Okay, so, and I don't want to waste that, so I will use that. That leaf's not very good, so I'll get rid of that. That's not very good, and we'll get a fatter bit happening here, so is that, yeah, look at that, that's better. Okay, so look at this cosmos. I absolutely love it, and when I got home, I cleaned up all the stems so that all the foliage that was down here, I have removed that so that when I put this in, do you know what I'm going to do? Do you know what I'm going to do right now? This is just not working for me. This is kind of like annoying me because it keeps moving. So why don't I just take it out of there? And why don't I just put it down there? What a good idea. Okay, so I've got a couple of those, and I just want these to, oh, that's not very nice. And I know why that's not very nice, because a bird might have got on that. So we'll just cut that bit off, and that little bit there, I'll cut that off because I really would like it to be a little bit better than little dried off bits. Now this can go around and into there, and I'll have that bit sticking out. And it's really beautiful with the garden flowers that she was growing, because when she's picking, she's like, at times you would probably leave just cut it down here so that would open. But the beauty is that when you get the flowers home, as she said, like her customers have these flowers that keep going and going and going, because as these die off, then these come up or open up, which I think was quite a lovely idea. Okay, now this can go around here, and some of them I'm pointing out and some I'm pointing in. Love this ring. Okay, and I might just put one of those, and that one there could go that way, like that. I tell you, these are amazing, and I'm going to use that. And look at that, it's got all of that beautiful foliage on the cosmos, so might as well just use it. Look at that, doesn't that look gorgeous? And it's all light and airy and just beautiful. Now, the other thing that I got out of my garden were these. I had some red asters, so I'm just going to put those into there, like so. And the other thing that's great about the rings is they take a bit of weight. You can put high things into these and they don't fall, which is what I absolutely love. Now, what's this one doing? Oh yes, we could use this one here. Bring that one round to there, and I know that I'm going to go into that container, so I better be a little bit careful about, if I'm going to put tall on one side, I need to be putting tall onto the other side. And I'll just give that a bit push down. Is that in? Yes, that's in. Right, what else have I got? Oh, from my garden, I found some echinacea, which I think, I've never grown this echinacea, or it's also called a coneflower. I really like those too. And the other thing that's really lovely is when the petals all fall off, you've still got this beautiful cone in the centre that, oh, look at that, and the beautiful colours. And I did a post onto my Instagram at Astar's Place not so long ago, helping a few little girls out that were having issues with what colours can you put together. I always say use nature as or the botanical world as your signpost. If nature can put that pinky colour or that mauvey colour with that beautiful colour in the centre, which is almost like a bronze or an orange, you can too. Why not? Nature can, you can. Anything goes. And I really love at this time of the year, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Have I got another one? Oh, I have. I want one that's big as like the last one. Whoops. Now look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That's good. When that goes into there, that's just going to look like it's still growing in the garden. That can go down and into there. And you do have to give it a little push to make sure that it's going to stay. And see when I've done this and I've got a little bit here going off on its side there, that little bit there, I don't know where it thinks it's going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that out because that's not doing anything for me. And I'm going to bring it round and into there like so. That's better, look at that. Now, look at these dahlias. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Now, when I'm cutting these not on the slant, I'm cutting them flat because this isn't going to hit the bottom. There's still going to be space between the little base down here and where the prongs are. And if I don't push it in too far, it's still going to get water. Look at that. Didn't I tell you these were great? When I find something that I absolutely love it. So I've got a little bit higher there, and I'm just going to bring this one so that it's just a little bit lower there. I've got two beautiful pink ones, which definitely have to be used. I'm so thrilled to see that dahlias are coming back into vogue. Well, for me, they never went out of vogue, but you know, for a lot of people they did because they just thought that they were old lady flowers. What? I'm an old lady and I don't think that I'm old, so I don't think that we should be calling that a flower something that belongs to old people, because a flower's a flower and it's to be enjoyed all of the time. Now I want to use some of this. My hydrangeas this year have been beautiful. Do I really want those in there, or am I thinking I don't need those? I'm thinking I don't need those because I love the waftiness of what I'm achieving here. Right, let's get rid of this down to there, and let's just bring this over and put that down and inside the dish. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Easy designing, and it looks like we just went to the garden. Now that there is sort of like annoying me because it's sort of like shooting off on a tangent. So I'm just going to bring that back and whoop. It's okay. I saved it. And I've got these two over here, so I might as well just bring these and pop those down and into there. Yeah, I think that if you're going to do this, do as I've just done and then take it out and then insert it. But how beautiful is that? And all I now need to do is to fill it with water, and I've got this gorgeous tall arrangement that just looks like I'm still in the garden. Absolutely love it. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed sharing it with you, and I look forward to seeing you again another day. Bye for now.